Have you ever met a boy who could turn a plain old rock into a dragon's egg just by talking about it? Well, let me introduce you to Leo. Leo had the most amazing imagination in the whole wide world. He could spin tales so tall they'd tickle the clouds, and so colourful they'd make a rainbow look plain. The only problem was, none of them were true. One sunny morning, Leo ran into the kitchen, his eyes wide. "Mum, Dad, there's a giraffe in the garden and it's eating your prize-winning tulips." His parents rushed to the window, but all they saw were the same red and yellow tulips, swaying gently in the breeze. No giraffe, Leo giggled. "Just kidding." Later that day at the park, he told his best friend, Maya, that he could talk to squirrels. "Really?" Maya asked, her eyes sparkling. "What are they saying?" Leo leaned in close and whispered, "They said there's a secret treasure buried under the slide." Maya spent the rest of the afternoon digging, her hands covered in dirt, but she only found an old bottle cap. Leo just laughed. "Fooled you!" It was fun for Leo. His stories made him the center of attention. He once told his teacher that his dog ate his homework, even though his dog Buster was a tiny chihuahua who preferred kibble to paper. Another time, he claimed he saw a UFO landing behind the school. Everyone would gather around, listening to his fantastic tales. For a moment, his made-up world felt real and exciting. But one warm afternoon, something not so fantastic happened. Leo was playing in his backyard, practicing his amazing stories on Buster, who was snoozing in a patch of sunlight. "Buster," Leo said dramatically, "I just saw a real-life lion. It was huge, with a mane like a fiery sunset." Buster just twitched an ear and kept on dreaming. Leo decided to explore the woods behind his house, a place he usually only went with his parents. He pretended he was a brave knight searching for a lost kingdom. As he ventured deeper, the trees grew thicker and the path disappeared. He turned left, then right, then left again. Suddenly, he realized he didn't know which way was home. The sun was starting to set, casting long, spooky shadows on the ground. He felt a little scared. "Okay, Leo," he told himself. "Time for a real adventure." But his heart started to beat a little faster. He called out, "Hello? Is anyone there?" Only the whisper of the wind answered. He saw a man walking his dog on a nearby trail. "Excuse me," Leo shouted, running over. "There's a giant bear chasing me. It's right behind that big oak tree." The man looked alarmed for a second, then he squinted at Leo. "Aren't you the boy who saw a giraffe in his garden this morning? My son is in your class." The man shook his head and chuckled. "You have a great imagination, kid." He continued on his walk, not believing a word Leo said. Leo's heart sank. He tried again with a jogger who ran past. "Help! I'm lost and my little dog Buster is trapped under a fallen log." The jogger paused. "The tiny chihuahua? Didn't you say he flew to the moon yesterday?" She smiled, thinking it was another one of his jokes, and kept on jogging. No one believed him. All his silly, made-up stories had come back to bite him. Now, when he was telling the truth, when he really needed help, his words were as empty as the air. The fun was gone. Tears started to well up in his eyes. He sat down on a mossy rock, feeling smaller and more alone than he ever had before. The woods were getting dark and scary. He hugged his knees and whispered, "I just want to go home." Just then, he heard a familiar "woof! Woof!" Through the trees, a little figure came bounding toward him. It was Buster. His tiny dog must have followed his scent. Buster licked the tears from Leo's cheeks. Leo hugged his little dog tightly. "Oh, Buster! You found me!" Following Buster, who seemed to know the way, Leo slowly made his way out of the woods. As he stepped into his own backyard, he saw his parents, their faces etched with worry. They ran to him, scooping him up in a huge hug. "Leo, we were so worried. Where have you been?" This time, Leo didn't make anything up. With his voice trembling, he told them the whole truth. He told them about getting lost, about trying to ask for help, and about how no one believed him because of all his other stories. He looked at his parents and said, "I'm sorry. I learned that telling stories is fun, but lying isn't. It's not a game when someone really needs help." His dad knelt down and looked him in the eyes. "We're just glad you're safe, Leo. Your imagination is a wonderful gift. You can use it to write amazing books or draw incredible pictures. But trust is a gift too, and it's one you have to earn." From that day on, Leo still had the most amazing imagination in the whole wide world. But now, he used it for good. He wrote incredible stories in his notebook, drawing colorful pictures of dragons and aliens. And when he spoke, his friends and family listened, because they knew that when Leo said something was true, it really, truly was. And that's the story of Leo, the boy who learned that the most valuable stories are the ones built on truth. We hope you enjoyed it. If you want to hear more fun and meaningful stories for the whole family, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a new adventure. Thanks for watching.